Okay, I'm just gonna wait for people to confirm that everything is okay. It looks okay right now. Everything seems normal at this moment. So I'm gonna wait for people to confirm that. It is going up and down, but for the most part, the video is coming up and everything looks okay. Okay, locals. In case you didn't know, locals is owned by Rumble. So locals is a kind of a new platform, originally intended to be the same as Patreon, and but locals has some more tools that allow more content to be put into locals, and allows a subscription based approach. So the problem is that there is no monetization for videos, live streams on YouTube. It's really been a terrible platform for doing live streams, because you get no benefit. It's usually negative. I told you that normally it means that I'm losing subscribers. I'm losing about, you know, 5 to 50 subscribers every time I do a live stream. Like this kind of live stream will probably be the cause of many unsubscribes, especially when there's a choppy video. So, given that, it makes sense to change it a little bit. But on the other hand, why not change it to be a bit more useful? My approach has been to make the live streams pretty content heavy. Where I can like pound you with detail based on your questions. But the other approach is to really allow you to ask questions and allow you to use it as a learning experience, kind of like a consultation kind of thing, but on a regular basis, like we do every week. And I'm happy to do that for an hour. Um, and so the question is, should you subscribe to do that? So there's I don't know how to use local, so I'm gonna be frank here. This is where I need your help here because I don't actually know how to use locals. I see locals as a creator. I don't really know what the experience is as a user. Um, I was told that you can't even comment on locals unless you have a subscription, and the subscription is $5 a month. I don't want to force people to pay $5 a month. So, so this is what I did. So on locals, what I did was I created a coupon that you can use to renew every month for free. So just use the coupon and you can renew for free if you want to do that. And if you want to contribute to the channel, you can do that as well. But I'm giving you a free option as well for those who just want to do it, but do not have the funds to participate in that way. So I was planning on because I hoped it was a free way to do it, but it didn't allow me. So I made a coupon. Now somebody just made a comment that not only could they not make a comment on locals, that they couldn't find a coupon, and second that they couldn't purchase locals the locals coin, whatever the coin is called, because they have the Google phone. Okay, so I don't know really how to figure this out yet. So I want you guys to try it out, and then tell me. Go to locals and sign up, and you the only problem is that you have to use the coupon every month. So the coupon will expire, and then you get another coupon, and you can just keep doing that forever. So yeah, so I don't really want to make this about making money. I just want people to find value in it and to make an effort to subscribe, and you can subscribe for free, like I said. But I don't know how to do it. So also, uh, I forgot to do my ad break. So let me do my ad break, and then I'll talk about that too. Okay, so um, so I'm sponsored by Akamai Linode. And Akamai Linode is the cloud service provider that provides me with cloud servers. In fact, I'm a very big user of Linode. I use many many cloud servers from Linode. In fact, I pretty much migrated 90% of my servers to Linode. And why? Because I get a better price and I get better support, and they're very consistent, and the service is always good. And I don't get any servers from Amazon on Amazon AWS. I am also on Amazon AWS less and less, but I'm on there and I hardly get any service. So anyway, if you want to take advantage of a cloud service provider that will really do well for you, then you need to check out Linode. And Linode will offer you a $100 credit that you can apply for a period of up to 2 months if you sign up to linode.com/Rob Braxman, and then they'll credit you up to $100 within a 2-month period. Then you can try out their services, and then you'll see what I mean. That you can actually set up, for example, you can set up a website for $5 a month with your own server. Very reasonable. So that's $60 a year. So yeah, so very reasonable way to do it. And traffic is included. So the bandwidth is already paid for. It's already included in there, and it's just the better deal as far as I'm concerned. So check them out. Okay, so back to what I'm talking about here. Now, if I'm going to go on on Locals and Rumble, at least for the first 30-minute segment, likely, so I forgot what I was going to say. I got confused here. I'm guessing we're miscommunicating. You're saying his YouTube stream is skipping and to go to Rumble. No, don't do that, because it's not going to be different. I'm transmitting on the same server between YouTube and Rumble, and it's okay right now. It's just for certain portions of time there, it's unstable, but then it stabilizes. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. So I set up the local system. I do not know how to use locals very well. And somebody said that to use locals and to comment on whatever I'm saying on there, that you have to subscribe and pay the subscription fee, which is normally $5 a month, is the way I set it up, or $50 a year. And I do not want to require that. And if I do the live stream on locals, I'm going to tell you right now that there will be no sponsor. I'm not going to be taking any sponsors on the live stream. So the sponsorship on the live stream will end in 2023. So in 2024, there will no longer be any sponsors on the live stream. And so this is all part of planned event here of what's going to happen. So I don't know how locals is set up. So you guys have to kind of play with it and then tell me, and then We can go figure it out together. Somebody, like I said you had to sign up to participate, and I said, well, I don't want to require that you pay, so I made a coupon. Somebody said, well, I can't find the coupon, and I don't know where to find a coupon either. So, so I guess I'm asking your help to go try it out and give me input. Yeah, the signal is so unsteady. My goodness, it's just dropping. It's like coming and going here. Signal is just, yeah. Okay, so anyway, I'm asking you guys to try it out. Tell me what the problems are, and then I'll go talk to the locals people and see if we can figure it out. The guy that is kind of guiding me is my friend Brian Lunduk from Linux. So Brian Lunduk has a presence on locals, and he's been inviting us tech people to make kind of a tech group, so that a larger, because locals tend to be focused on the Rumble crowd, which is typically about a group that's protesting YouTube and in some way. So, but we're not about that. We're about tech, but we just want to have a little bit of freedom of speech so we can talk about things. And feel like we're protected, because if I talk about YouTube in a negative way, and I mean obviously YouTube is not going to appreciate it since I'm broadcasting on YouTube, so it's just a way to protect ourselves here. Now some people have said, well, why not just make your own platform and do it on Brax.me, and I've done that. So I have done live streams on Brax.me. The problem is that no one knows about it. No one's going to go to Brax.me because there's no feeder for content, like unlike Rumble, where people are there and if they there are millions of people using Rumble, and if they see your content, they can go become a source of new subscribers. I don't have that if I just do Brax.me. So, and locals is tightly affiliated with Rumble, so there's that connection there. So anyway, so that's kind of the thought process. Again, not definitely not finalized yet here. Again, no change with respect to the normal videos that I put on YouTube. That'll remain on YouTube, and also fed to Rumble, and I currently feed those same videos to X. So and with Odyssey being the question mark, I don't know if there'll be an Odyssey next week. So we'll have to see. If Odyssey still exists next week, I'll continue to upload to Odyssey. So, but I don't know if it's going to be the case. So the fact that you are lagging on a stream discussing other video platforms is hilarious. I am on the other platforms. I'm currently broadcasting on Rumble and YouTube. So good for all for good here suggests do first 30 minutes on all, meaning including YouTube. Then you get the notifications, and then you switch over to Rumble or to locals. Yeah, that's certainly a possibility, but the YouTube portion will have to be brief. Because as I told you, there has been no benefit to posting anything long on YouTube, because it's just not. I don't know, the viewers on YouTube want shorts, so they don't want any live streams. So maybe times have changed. I have no idea, but I got to react. So you can't just keep doing the same thing over and over if it's not working. So obviously, I still have Braxme, but I do have limited time, and the problem is, on Braxme, I don't have all the time in the world to go respond to each one of you individually. So a dedicated live session where actually sessions live uh, might be a good value for you. Uh, and then if some of you subscribe, then it could pay for that time in some way. So that's the idea. You don't see any coupon over in locals. I think it's a subscription coupon. So try to subscribe. You don't have to actually go through it, but just see if you can subscribe, and then at the last minute cancel out and see if it offers you a coupon option. Short form content discussing privacy and various topics would be great in my opinion. Yeah, but that's really not what I do. I don't have time to make a separate short form topic. My face is blurry. How does my face get? It's not blurry here. It looks completely in focus, and as far as what I'm looking at here. So yeah, I don't see any problem with the focus here. So I've taken a break from streaming, but yeah, I kind of feel like Rumble is just a front for the same beast. We like Rumble way better than YouTube, but you're on YouTube. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know. I'm not decided on this because I need to know what you guys think. If you're if you're not liking a particular platform, and I have to react to that. So yeah, it's not about me, it's about you guys. So it's like glitching inconsistently here. So I can see my bit rate going from 6,000 to 90, up and down. So it's just very unsteady. We stream on Rumble. We do breaking news on YouTube. Yes, that's the thing, is that Rumble is really doing uh, well with live streams. It's almost like the community is like used to doing live streams. KLW World News. I got to check that out. Well, what exactly is KLW World News? Uh, I'm going to cut out the coupon. Hopefully I don't damage my monitor. So anyway, go try out. Go to locals. Uh, See if you can subscribe, and then see if there's a coupon option where you can subscribe for free. Now, obviously, the whole point is that some of you may be willing to subscribe and pay the $5 a month or $50 a year. And obviously, that's supporting my channel, and it's better to do that there than to do it here on YouTube with the membership or on Patreon, because the cut here on YouTube is very high. The cut on Patreon is very high. The cut of the platform, meaning YouTube and Patreon, takes a big chunk. The cut on locals is very small. So the creator gets most of it on local, so it's a lot more value. So yeah. So if you want to support the channel anyway, and you're supporting the channel on Rumble, I'm sorry, on Patreon, or if you're supporting the channel already as a member, then it would be good to do it on Rumble. Make cryptocurrency pay. You can actually I can put a Bitcoin donation thing on locals. That's actually an option. I haven't tried it yet. Does locals take PayPal? Not sure. I know they take mostly Stripe, so I don't actually know. I don't do Twitch anymore, Linscopiering. Um, I have a Twitch account, but I haven't used that in a long, long time because it's also not my market. The people who watch on Twitch don't seem to care about what the content I create. You just joined KDL8724, just joined locals now. Okay, so give me input. I want to know, what it's like. And again, if they ask you to subscribe to do anything, there's supposed to be some sort of coupon that I created. So no PayPal on that. Of course, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can use the coupon. You can use the coupon for free. So if you don't have PayPal, I mean the Stripe, you can use the coupon. If you want to use PayPal, you can always PayPal direct to me anyway. I mean, many of you know my PayPal. So you could PayPal direct and you don't have to go through any platform, but use the free coupon. So the coupon allows, it to be a optional thing, contribute to the channel if you want, but if you don't want, then you don't have to. Would I do a podcast? It's in theory, the YouTube stuff can be turned into a podcast. Haven't had the time to figure it out. So YouTube can actually turn into a podcast without me doing anything. And my format, it fits a podcast very well already, because you don't really need to see my face to see what I'm talking about. I only see you on Rumble. I am only on Rumble and on YouTube. Crypto Brains, where else are you looking? Use coupon every month. Sign up at robbraxman.locals.com/support. Okay, is that what you do there, Great Gold? Okay, so so if you don't want to contribute to the channel, or you're already contributing in some other place, then use a free coupon. But I don't want you to lose out and say that you can't go into locals unless there's a real problem with locals. Then I won't do locals, but I want to find out. So I want everyone to to try, and then we do this combo thing, and again, nothing changes, but most of the money that YouTube will make from me will be from my main videos, and that will remain on YouTube. Will you please allow YouTube to make transcripts? I think I do allow YouTube to make transcripts, but it don't. So I don't really know. Back in the day, you have to manually upload transcripts. If you take crypto donations, do XMR too. Loki Scarlet, yeah, that's easy for you to say if you're, I mean, for donations, that's fine. But the problem with saying that, should I take XMR, is I don't want to take XMR for products that I buy, because I don't want to be subject to price fluctuations that I don't know anything about. Because if I'm buying product, and you're buying product for me, and I've got to pay for it in cash, and I don't want the fluctuations in pricing to affect me. So because of that, I stick to what I know, and I know Bitcoin. So I'm saying I'm just going to stick to Bitcoin. So if you're XMR, you can always convert to Bitcoin. And if you convert the XMR to Bitcoin, then it doesn't identify anyone, because you already had it originally in XMR. So it's not really going to be a problem, but I don't want to have the conversion fee. I think the donation on locals was only for Bitcoin that they had. So it's whatever the platform had. Okay, so somebody says that locals was confusing. Who said that? Kevin. Locals is confusing. Well, I need to know that too because I don't know how to use it. The problem is, here's the problem, folks. The reason I don't know how to use locals is because I'm a creator and I have a different screen. So I haven't really seen what it's like to be subscribing as a user rather than as a creator. I need to practice that. So I'm getting a little bit of guidance from Brian Lunduk, friend of mine from Linux. So he's big on locals. That's his primary platform is locals. That's where he puts his content. He puts his videos directly to locals, and then occasionally he'll post to X and to YouTube. He's been banned on X on Twitter. So he started a new account on Twitter, but one of his accounts was banned on Twitter. And so I can understand from his point of view that he wants to protect himself in a place where nobody censors you. So I'm concerned about that too. So certain content I really don't want to talk about on YouTube because it it generates issues for me, and I don't want to rock the boat, so to speak. So get a second screen and watch yourself. What is the second screen going to do? You need a standard user account. Could Brax have a tipping path towards people we follow? Could Brax have a tipping path towards people we follow? I don't know what that means, Jay. Wherever you go, it would be great idea for someone to make a guide for others. Well, I'm not going anywhere that I'm not. I mean, here we're talking about something that's over a month from now. So none of these changes are going to happen until 2024. Where is the coupon? I don't know. I know I made the coupon as part of the subscription. So somebody put the link, robbraxman.locals.com/support. I don't know if that coupon is there. If they don't have it in some obvious spot, I can put it in a more obvious spot once I learn how. So again, I don't have the time invested yet to figuring it out, and I can't even use it yet because I can't broadcast video on locals yet. I'm on a wait list for that. Bowden Nilsson, thank you so much. Thank you so much from on Rumble. Thank you. Cannot find that obvious spot, so Great Cold said go to /support. The coupon code is called free. Okay, the name of the coupon code is free. Okay? Is that hard to remember? Coupon code, if they ask for the code is called free. Okay? The video is much better on Rumble. Wonder why? There should be no difference. Maybe device specific there. Is Locals free or subscription only? I believe Locals is free to sign up, but there's some restriction when you do not subscribe. So, in order to make it the same for all, I'm offering you all a free subscription if you wish. If you want a standard subscription, you can do that, But if you want to, you say, well, I don't want to pay money. Well, you don't have to. And the code for a free subscription is called free. Okay, the code is free, and then that will be free for the month. And then, so that's a $5 coupon for the month. And then you renew it for the next month. So whenever it expires, you just renew again with that same code free, and then you're back in again. I signed up but can't comment yet because you haven't used the code free. Okay, got it. So this is why I'm asking you for input, so that I know what it's like for you, the experience. So David gave me the info here. You will receive 1 free month of subscription when you do this free code. Or you receive a 1 free month and you will be charged, but you won't ever be charged if you use the code free. I don't understand why you would need to put credit card information if you subscribe for free. So I certainly don't need you to do that. Okay, but you do have to renew monthly. Unless I come up with a code called free annual. But come on, guys, you can work a little bit, right? I mean, the whole point, of course, is for some of you to actually subscribe and pay the $5 a month. But I just don't want to force that. I don't believe in forcing people to do that. It's wanting CC info as backup. The heck? Why? Even if you put free, it wants CC info as backup? Has anyone actually tried that? Thank you, Bam Bam Bam. So 007 pays annual for locals. Thank you. So you paid the $50 a year. It should be all uppercase. I don't know what the it should be all uppercase. So I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me if you are unsuccessful in putting in the code free, unless if you put in a code. Yes, it still wants credit card info. Okay. So Nathaniel here is asking, what are we talking about? Okay, so again, let me summarize what's going on, which we talked about in the first hour. So the Odyssey is likely gonna shut down. So I'm gonna lose the 85,000 subscribers on Odyssey. So they gotta migrate somewhere. Many of them have probably migrated in advance, since I'm not getting 85,000 views a week. But people are still signing up on Odyssey. Now, so Odyssey might disappear. I'll let you know next week if they disappear. As of yesterday, they were put on auction. So depending on who buys them, who won the auction, then we'll know. So it was put on auction with a deadline of 4 p.m. yesterday. So Odyssey could be gone, depending on who buys it. So given that, then I'm reevaluating, the platforms that I'm on. I'm on Rumble. I am on YouTube. I am on X. X is not really generating traffic for me. The kind of content I do is not really suited for the short form of X. YouTube is great for the standard short video. YouTube is not good for the live stream. In contrast, Rumble is not good for the standard video, but Rumble is very good for live stream. Very good for live stream. Now, the other thing is that Rumble owns locals. Now, many people are migrating to locals as the way to manage their subscriptions. And for example, successful user on locals is Scott Adams. So Scott Adams used to be on Periscope with me back in the day, and he's one of the more successful people on locals. So he um, he's the he made the cartoon. What's the name of the cartoon again? I'm getting a mental block here. I'm forgetting. But so Scott Adams is a very famous cartoonist, right? And I believe he was his syndication was shut down. So now he's doing his little chats on locals, and he used to do that on Periscope with many of us from Periscope. So he's apparently very successful on he's very successful on Periscope. I mean on locals. He's one of the success stories on there. I subbed on locals, but I don't see that subscription. Yes, Kevin, get some tips from others here and see how that works. Yes, free works, but still requires CC number even after email and phone numbers are both validated. Okay, so I will ask the people from locals what's up with that, because that's kind of aggressive, and I don't read Dilbert. Yeah, so Scott Adams is the Dilbert creator. So I've not talked about Gray Jay because I don't know anything about it yet. I mean, it's so new. But apparently some of you are watching me in Gray Jay, so that's pretty cool. Not much tech privacy content today. Meh. Yeah, but I'm telling you the news though that this is pretty major. It's things changing with the possible demise of Odyssey here. So yeah, so that's if that's not important to you, I don't know. Okay, so you like Gray Jay. Okay, so apparently if you promote Gray Jay, then you get banned on YouTube. So not gonna say anything. Free S coupon works, but still requires a valid CC number. Period. Okay, Abel Windsor. I'll ask locals about that. So that's okay. So just trying to receive all your input here. So I don't want to force you guys into subscribing for a fee. I mean, that's up to you. So what are private use cases for a Pixel Watch? I can't think of one. Uh, there are devices that are not tied to the OS for like the like a watch. As an example, there are Garmin watches that are not tied to the OS. So yeah, but it's a kind of technology. There's a couple technologies that locals promises to bill you $5 forever after that first month. They won't, because you have a free code forever. I'm giving you a free code forever. I have to renew the code every month. Patreon takes 5 to 16% of gross. I don't see any 5 to 16% of gross. I get very little on Patreon. So YouTube takes I don't know, 40%. There is no 5% on Patreon that I'm aware of. There's some, there are fees on top of fees. It's not as obvious as it looks. I'm gonna guess Patreon is closer to 25% when you add in all the other fees. So Anyway, back to the question of the tech, tech to use. There's some tech that, it sounds fancy, like, the Apple Watch, and I do have an Apple Watch that hasn't ever been used. It's like, you know, I don't have an iPhone, so it's even worse now. So just sitting there unused, and I actually never even used it. And and I got charged by AT&T to buy that, and never actually used it. So I don't even understand, what the urge is to do this. So some of you need it for, like, you know body, like sports and uh, sports tracking and all that, and you can do that with some third party ones, even though Google bought it. But why do that? I mean, the other one is voice. So some of you are like obsessed. You got to use voice. Where's some of my friends from Periscope were just so obsessed with voice, and then they just can't you know can't type anymore. So they don't want to type. They just want to dictate. And the problem with dictation is that when you dictate and you're sending it to a third party, in this case Google, and Google has to be in the middle, there's always a man in the middle seeing everything you sucking type. At what point do you say enough? There's some of these technologies that you got to stay away from, and voice is one of them, and these watch devices is the other one. So these are, very intrusive. Voice and these portable watch things are very intrusive. So I don't use them. Yeah, you can use the third party, not which one's the third party now, because since Google bought the main player in that. What's the name of the main watch player that's not from Apple? And I was like, yeah. So anyway, I just want to make a statement that says, you should choose some other kind of technology. For example, to me, a kind of fun technology that many of you don't appreciate is, I was just happened to be looking at e-ink displays, e-ink devices, and then I was looking at this one called Remarkable, which I followed for years, and I was always like interested in what that is, because you can handwrite. uh so it's a tech, but it's feels like pen and paper, and people say, well, that's so old fashioned. But yeah, but it's fun, because when, especially if you're taking notes, there's certain things you can highlight when you're taking notes quickly in writing it, versus having to type it in. Like you want to circle something, underline, and make some sort of image with it, and it's like very hard to do that with just typing it directly. So 007 says, I like books. Well, I have books that I did buy, but books is running Android. And do you know what Remarkable is running? Remarkable is running Linux. Remarkable is a Linux machine. Fitbit. Yeah, Google bought Fitbit. Remarkable, the e-ink display, is running Linux. So there's no Android on there. So locals requires credit cards and SMS verification. I thought you go handle that with, second SIM like I have. Are you going to get a Colo e-ink display someday? I'm just talking about, I already have books, so that's running Android. It's really kind of difficult to use, to be honest with you. Um, there's something different about something that's a dedicated device where you boot it and it's just there doing what it's supposed to do. So remarkable is so it's remarkable. So RE is in lowercase, markable is is starting with a cap, and that's the name of the device. You can look at it on Amazon, you'll see what it is, or you go to the website remarkable.com, I believe. Yeah, that is how it's spelled. And it's basically an e-ink display. It's actually Linux based. I haven't bought it yet. I have books. So, and it's kind of nice for, taking notes. Like sometimes, I'm doing stuff on my boat. Like I'm designing, for example, just as an example, I'm designing my lithium phosphate battery system for my boat. So I'm saying, okay, what kind of batteries, what compartments, where I'm going to fit it, how do I do it, and how do I wire it, and all that, and so I'm wondering, like, how do I do that? And then you actually have a pen and paper format. That's what Remarkable is. It's basically it's the size of an iPad Pro. And so it's big, and then you use a pen, and it's e-ink display. It's like paper. So the battery lasts, a month or something. So it's basically like paper. So it's very thin, and you take it with you, and you write just like normal writing, and page it like a computer, but it's really dedicated to do that only. In the case of using some other device that has multi-functions, like books is not one of these e-ink products that you can use, but it's running Android, so that poses a little bit of difficulty, because then you got to launch some sort of Android app. Whereas the Remarkable is already pre-configured to boot directly into doing what it's doing because it's running Linux. If you need to share these notes, wouldn't it be better? You can share the notes. You can send it to somebody else. You can connect to Wi-Fi and send it. Why can't someone design a new site that's completely free? Views will grow exponentially. Who owns the internet? Did FDIC? So Linux comparing the e-ink does not need any phone app. That's why I mentioned Remarkable. I don't have Remarkable. I have books. So I don't have Remarkable. Who's Ghost Show 33? Who is that? Is that somebody with a 33-footer? Kindle Scribe is similar. Yes, but here again, it's not dedicated, so you use it on the side. Whereas the Remarkable is just that. It's a paper sheet, and you boot it, and it's paper. You don't have to go run something else. So Remarkable is just kind of a different way of using tech. Right, it's a different way of using tech. It's so touchy. It's not like I call them a lapdog or something. So a Remarkable kind of like e-ink display doesn't react to your fingers. It uses the pen, so you can put your hands over it, and it's not like an Android or an iPhone where you touch your fingers to it and it writes. This one does not. Anyway, it's just something to think about. So holidays kind of stuff. You start thinking about it. I may review it if I get it. I don't know if people will be interested in it, but yeah. But it's not just for drawing lens compiling, it's like I told you, I needed to sketch out a configuration for my boat, and I didn't know how to do it. And it's the kind of thing you'd really use a pen and paper to do, but it's so hard to do that on pen and paper. If sharing these notes with others, you can email it. It will email likely as an image. What do you think of Steam Deck? I have Steam Deck. Unfortunately, I don't have time for gaming, Mizu, but I do have Steam Deck. I got it last year. I got it a year ago. So yeah, it arrived a year ago, and I like it because I don't have to install uh, something on my laptop. I hate doing that on a laptop, and you got to run NVIDIA and all that. The the uh, uh, the fact that you have a portable device and everything is there, and you don't have to screw around with other devices is really it's really pretty cool. So yes, I have a Steam Deck. You could use AI to sketch that out. You could use AI to sketch that out. Um, are you going to do another gift ideas video this year? I don't know, Lenscope Piring. That request that sounds interesting to me. If you're interested, and for example, what are you gonna get for uh, a camera, surveillance camera? Have you thought about like the best surveillance camera? So yeah, I've been looking around at that and see what else is new. Remarkable sounds like a great way for all of our favorite data collectors to get a good clear record of our unique handwriting. Neil, Remarkable is running on Linux. So nobody's going to get anything from you because it's running Linux. You thought books were Russian. That's funny. Uh, what about private internet access? No, don't. No. Bytes VPN. Yes, a local surveillance camera would be nice to know. So I've been using one. I've tried it, and then I have my own cameras that I made, but I can't make those anymore. And then I'm looking at some other options to expand my system using what's out there. I'm not happy with the selection, but there's some that that I can use as a stopgap, but I'd rather get something else. Meaning, I'm not getting the specs I want. So that's a gift idea. Uh, as far as tech, what tech is good for the holidays. Like I told you, Remarkable is an interesting tech to look at. But I'd have to get one. Best Linux distro for a former Windows user. Well, the one that looks like Windows is Zorin, but I don't really like to make it look like Windows. If you want to have a lot of trouble with your VPN service, use PIA, Nord, ExpressVPN. Use all that, and the very first thing you're gonna discover is that your email is gonna be blocked. So Bytes VPN does not block email, and the other thing is that Bytes Brax Mail is so fancy now. Brax Mail comes with 7 domains, unlimited aliases, webmail, no limits. It's pretty awesome with the unlimited aliases and webmail. So just that alone for $50 a year. So that's gonna be fun. Mizu, don't grab a Remarkable yet. Wait for me to review it. I'm just talking about it. I'm not telling you to buy it yet. I've got to look at it first. I have books, so that I can tell you I have. So I got 5 minutes left here. So anyway, I thank you for the input on locals. I gotta ask them. I gotta ask the locals people some of the concerns you have. I'll ask my friend Brian Lunduke too about some of your comments. And no, we do not want to do custom domains. Do not want to get involved with that. Okay, I don't want that headache. So no, I'm not going to do custom domains. I have no interest in that. Could you ever make a video tutorial for installing Nextcloud with the best hardening setup? Uh, I did. Can you look at my video for Nextcloud? So long ago now. I don't use Nextcloud anymore. I use Synology. So the unlimited alias is dope. Yeah. So as a tip, if you're going to use Brax Mail, what you do is use a short username. That way your main name will be on the alias. So rather than somebody will make a very long name like Unruly Peasant R, and then your alias has to be that dash something. Well, that's too long. That gives you less flexibility. But let's say that let's say that your email starts with UNR instead of Unruly Peasant R. You say UNR dash. And then you can put anything on there. Suddenly you can even put a different name, and it'll seem like you. So the shorter your username on the email, then the more flexibility you have with aliases. So that's just a tip. We can do this because we as long as the username is available, you can use it. So think about it. I'm glad I didn't have money to immediately throw at Steam Deck as an OLED model just got announced. Well, I don't have an OLED Steam Deck, Mizu. I got the standard one, but I'm okay with that. It's fine. I don't need it to be OLED. I'm happy with it. How about no more video and we just meet Sundays in Omaha for a pancake breakfast, all in math. I switched from Google Mail to Proton. Yeah, the better way to switch is to go to Brax Mail so that you don't advertise that you're hiding. Because Proton Mail is known for, people hiding. Go to Proton Mail. Brax Mail is $50 a year. Yikes. Yeah, go to Google. It's free. So, yeah, you think it's free. So that's the thing, So if you're complaining about $50 a year for email, Google makes hundreds of dollars off you a year from your email. Hundreds. Okay? So think about that. So if that's what you want, then of course go to Google. It's always going to be free for you, but they're going to make hundreds of dollars off you rather than you just spending $50 and nobody makes any money off you. Okay? So just think about that. Consider it. Anyway, thank you for watching and sorry for the inconsistent video. I sometimes can't control that. It just like now it's pretty good. So I'll catch you guys later and see. Nothing changes. Again, I'm not planning on any changes till 2024. So whatever we discover, we'll discuss and we'll deal with it. Some of you have complaints about locals. We'll go figure it out and see what the options are. Okay, so nothing is carved in stone here. So just saying I'm going to be making some move in 2024, but precisely how we do that, we'll deal with it then. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll